Hello there, this is Mr. Clark, and we're going to do the week 34, day one notes. Okay, so we're going to do solving proportions this week. So let's go over a couple. So this is what we're going to do. We need to find out what P is in this one. K over here and here. So first we're solving for P. Um, so we're going to do a thing called cross multiplying. And cross multiplying is where you multiply diagonally, like 6 times P and 2 times 4. So 6 times P is going to equal 2 times 4. You probably did this before. So 6 times P is going to give me 6P. Let me make these a little bit bigger down here. Everybody can see it good. A little bit bigger. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so 6 times P is going to equal 2 times 4. Write 2 times 4. I couldn't just put an 8 there, but I'm showing you every step, right? 6 times P is 6P. That's how to write it in math. 6P. You don't know what P is, so 6 times P, 6P, 2 times 4 is, of course, we know that's going to be 8. There we go. Now, here we have 6P equals 8. That's 6 times P. What's the opposite of times? Is divide, right? So if I divide both sides by 6, the first thing that happens is over here, it goes away, right? So that's going to end up being P. And on the next one, we have 8 divided by 6. So that's what's 8 divided by 6. What's that, 1.3, I think? 8 divided by 6. 8 divided by 6. It's 1.3 repeating. So we want to round it to the nearest tenth. So let's look at the number after the nearest tenth. This is a 3. That means this 3 does not go up to a 4. If this was a 5 or a 6 or a 7, the 3 would go up to a 4. But it doesn't because it was a 3. So that's the answer. All right, one more thing I want to make sure it's clear on this step here. And this is a little tricky doing this with the fraction on Google Docs, but just to show you what happens here, let me write this out here real quick. All right, so fractions in here, and you don't have to do all this. I mean, if you do it on paper, you can show it. But. So this is what we had, 6P equals 8. And again, to get rid of that 6, we divided by 6 on both sides. That's what we did there, right? So you can see the 6 is canceled here. That's why you just have P by itself. And here's 8 divided by 6. All right, so that's how that works. Let's try the next one. All right, so we're going to cross multiply again. So I always start in the top left corner here. 4 times 2, right? 4 times 2 is 8. And then K times 8, that's just 8K. Okay, so, and similarly to this, I'm not going to write all that out with the fractions. Actually, I can. I can just copy and paste this to show you. That'll make things a little easier. Fractions are a little tricky here. Oh, that was an 8 already. 8K. Okay, so that's what we have here. 8 equals 8K. Now, I want to divide by 8 on both sides, because this is 8 times K. The opposite is divide. If I divide by 8 here, that cancels, right? And if I divide by 8 here, I'm going to get a 1. And this is a good example to show why this 8 cancels here. 8 divided by 8 is 1, right? And here on this side, you have 8 divided by 8, right? So that's going to turn into 1 also, which would end up being, and the K is still there, so 1K. But you don't need the 1 in front of the K. 1 times K is just K. That's why it cancels when you do this. 8 over 8 goes away, and you have K. Very good. All right, let's do one more. This one has a 5N down here, so there's going to be a couple like this. This one has a 3X. Down here we have 3X, we have a 5Y. So there's not much difference here. You just have to know what to do with 6 times 5Y. 6 times 5Y, and we did this earlier in the year, is it's the same as 6, what's 6 times 5? 30. And then put the N on there. 6 times 5N, 30N. All right, so that's what it is. 30N equals, and what's 5 times 2, 10. 30n equals 10. Right, so next thing we're going to do is divide by 30 on both sides. Both sides. Make sure you don't do 30 divided by 10, because remember we're dividing by 30 because we want to get rid of the 30. Yeah. And so you're going to do 10 divided by 30. Right. So I'm going to put that in the calculator. 10 divided by 30. There we go. We get another repeating threes there. So we have n equals 0.33333, going on forever. Now again, we're going to round this to the nearest tenth. So we have to look at this number. This is a 3, so this 3 does not go up here. If this was an 8, you would round at the 0.4. But this is a 3, so you just take it off. And that's it. All right, so let me know what questions you have, and good luck.